All right, I hear promise to forget the media officer of the Super Eagles. Okay, well, I'm told we're still expecting him, but in the meantime, let's turn our attention now to the NUGA Games. The 27th Nigerian University Games officially opened in Jos, the Plateau State capital, bringing together thousands of student athletes from across the country. The ceremony featured music, cultural displays, and colorful march past on the Naraguta campus. Governor Caleb Mafwang and Ondo State Governor Lucky Aidatiwa joined ministers, university officials and sports administrators to declare the games open. UNIJOS Vice Chancellor Professor Tanko Ishaya welcomed over 10,000 athletes and guests, appreciating government and corporate partners for supporting their institution to host this year's edition. The NUGA president praised the university's preparedness, while athletes and officials took the oath of allegiance, affirming unity, fairness, and sportsmanship throughout their contests.
Permit me to reassure all participants, visitors, and members of the university community that your safety and security are fully guaranteed.
I want to welcome the great Nigerian students who have come for these games. All that needed to be said has been said. That this is a gathering that will promote unity, collaboration, that will help us to keep body together as we hone the intellect.
To young athletes, you are ambassadors of your universities and a beacon of hope for your respective families. I enjoin you all not only to compete with passion, but with integrity.
All right, Director Project NUGA Games, Rume Ogane, joins me live now from the Plateau capital, Jos, of course, to talk about the games. Well, Rume, very pleased to see your face. Let me begin with the regular lingo. Great Nigerian students, Boza, Boza, Boza. Well, good to have you with us, Rume. Well, let's start off this way. The games kicked off in style, and the development of sports, of course, keeps growing. Tell us how the students are coping with the games and the atmosphere so far.
Thank you very much for having me. This is like we tell this is the Olympics of Nigerian grassroots sports, and that is exactly what is happening. The opening ceremony kicked off on Saturday. On Sunday, we had games. We had basketball. We had female and male football. We had judo. We had Scrabble. We had chess. Today, as I speak to you, we've had basketball. We had a very fiercely contended taekwondo as karate series. We had wrestling. We had volleyball. We had handball today. So it's been really a beautiful experience. It's really been a beautiful experience.
Right. We hope to see more well-coordinated games, festival in the future. But what makes this year's NUGA Games different from others in the past?
Okay. One of the things that makes this year's NUGA Game more different from the past is the commitment of private sector, the injection of private sector into support the games. There is a value chain in sports, and we believe that we can grow our economy and our nation if we improve on the various value chains in the development of sports. And we cannot but appreciate those brands, corporate organizations, the state governor who has taking it upon itself, because having 10,000 people in your state from different parts of the country, that's an opportunity to boost tourism. So there is so much in this game, unlike previous games where it's just about the school, but this time the state government is involved. It is pushing its tourism industry to make it more viable, to get people to come to Jos. Then we have multinationals coming in. Multinationals coming in is really very important, enabling an environment for private sector to come in and support the development of sports. How do we develop grassroots sports? And that's one thing we've been able to achieve. The private sector now understands. They now see why it is important for them to partner with the institutions and the grassroots various associations in the country to promote grassroots sports. And I think that, for me, that's one of the take-home. The fact that the energy of the students are amazing. Oh my God, the energy. You can see, it's gone beyond football uniting us. Now it is sport, every part of the sport. You can see it's a beautiful experience. I wish you were here. I can't wait to have you here so you can report live.
well, hopefully, if you make arrangements for me to attend, of course, I'll be there. Rumi.
Oh, definitely. We will work towards that. I would like to have you here.
All right.
So you could have the feel for yourself.
All right, nice and cool. As the host state, in which areas are you hoping that your state would do better than the rest of the states that are available?
Okay, now one of the things, first and foremost, Jos is a very peculiar state. It's the home of peace and tourism, and the governor, Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, has been very, very apt. We have members of his government coming here daily to see what ways in which they can support technically, financially. There are people on ground. Security is very watertight. Enabling environment. So they're also here too, to assure and reassure the private sector who are supporting the games that it's not just only about the school. That they are happy and they are grateful for the private sector who are coming to support the state, and that's what it's supposed to be. Not because it's just a NUGA game, but we also need to use the opportunity. Just for example, like the Beijing Olympics, it's an opportunity. It was an opportunity for China to expand various opportunities and showcase various opportunities. So if we begin to invest into our NUGA games, into our grassroots sport development and make it big, we will not only create a value chain for employment and empowerment, we can also create the same thing for our states.
Absolutely
correct. So that's basically what they do, and what the government is doing.
All right.
And they're doing great.
All right. Well, Rumi, Director, projects the NUGA Games, the 27th NUGA Games taking place in Jos at the moment. We must thank you very kindly for sharing your thoughts with us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.